And welcome back, guys. We are here before the second series in the grand finals of the Power Overwhelming #4 LAN at Local Battles LAN Center in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I am your caster, Winnie, here with the lovely Eric the Red. So happy to be here with them. We have a seriously great series, man. Siphon taking out Nemesis 3-2 in the first series.
Coming from the loser bracket, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
so he has played on the best of 5, but you think he can do it?
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely shown that he's capable now of winning a best of 3. So, I mean, in terms of his confidence, it's probably off the charts right now.
I mean, Nemesis went for a little bit of the cheese right there that got scouted.
Yeah, definitely going to be a little bit probably not so happy about how that turned out. But again, I mean, it was a very calculated risk that he took there because he knew that if worst case scenario, he could bring it to another best of 5, maybe feeling very comfortable in that sort of scenario. But it could have also turned into a free win. So, you know.
Yeah, so this is probably, what, the 12th PvP we've casted tonight?
I've lost count, but honestly, I'm loving every bit of it.
Dude, I mean, I haven't casted a lot of good PvPs in my day, but these are overwhelming everything.
I'm just learning so much, too, by watching these guys. Like, when I go back home now, I'm going to have so much new stuff to try out.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about these LAN tournaments is you really, like, because you see the players, because you're so much more intent on watching what they do, and obviously casting and having such great producers, like you have so much less things to worry about that you're as casters and as players we're able to focus on the game so much more.
Dude, I just realized though I'm in the best position of all. I get a whole train ride with Siphon on the way home.
Yeah, so you can talk strategy the whole way. It's like, yo, so what do you do for this? And I mean, Siphon, very high caliber player, high masters. He's currently on back-to-back Clash, right? That's the name of his team?
Yes, I believe that's what it's called.
stands for, and Nemesis, obviously.
I looked at B2B, I'm like, what, business to business. I didn't know that esports was...
I thought it was Bumblebee. Bumblebee Prime, maybe.
Could
maybe
be.
Bumblebee. It could be like Team Grubby. So you have like Grubby,
yeah.
So you have Bumblebee Prime and then Bumblebee Siphon. I don't know. But it's actually back-to-back Clash. It was the reformation and a merger of Team Clash and a couple other games.
Right.
Other gaming teams, I should say. So very cool for Siphon. Throwing down a 13 gate, Nemesis getting a 13 gate as well, it appears. Economic gate as far as PvP is concerned.
Absolutely, yeah. It's on this map again. 13 gate's going to be great because you don't need to scout super early. You just want to check those usual proxy locations, and you can do that just fine with a 13 gate.
And both players, you can see the same exact scouting patterns. Check that area over here for a proxy and going for a scout. They're going to meet pretty much dead middle.
And there is one other area you could proxy gates in the back of the main. Like if you look
right there.
Yeah, and
I've seen it happen. It's kind of harder to proxy it there for sure, just because you can see the vision that pylon grants is substantial.
I mean, sometimes you just check back there before you build your core or something like that. But it's very uncommon for that to actually happen, especially when they both saw each other's scouting probe early on.
It's also good. Sometimes you'll see a pylon down here and then the gateway here. I've seen that actually in TVP. That's happened a few times for the Protosses. It's only one gate, but surprisingly, it's really good against the Gasless Expand if it goes unscouted. It's like
one Zealot does so much damage.
Yeah, especially against Marine, safe movement speed, and it just gets chopped to bits.
Absolutely.
Now Nemesis is gonna, of course, get his core out. No second gate here. See, this is a little bit. Excuse me. I'm looking at Nemesis. I'm looking at Siphon.
Yeah.
Where's Siphon?
I'm sure we'll see that gate coming out.
Yeah, see, no, but no second gate here.
Unless it's a late... Oh, no, actually getting that gas. And I think Nemesis was trying to block that, but he failed in that regard. So he will be skipping his first Zealot as well.
So this is what he's opposed to do. When you see a second gate as the core is being built, about 75%, or is it 35%? It's 35% of it being completed, the core. You throw down your second gate. That's
about then, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 3-stalker rush. Now, and that's...
It depends on when you took the gas. If you took it to prevent... Excuse me. If you took the gas earlier to prevent a gas steal, you may have to rearrange those timings.
Yeah, and it could be 3-gate out of Nemesis, returning to what he's been doing pretty much the entire tournament long. And I think this is what he needed to do to begin with. He hasn't done this once in the series.
Yeah, this is the build he seems to be most comfortable with as well. So
there's a second gate. I totally missed it. What? I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. I missed that. I don't know when that went down, but I missed it.
Yeah, it looks weird because he skipped a Zealot too, so that would be so greedy to go one gate, 2 gas and then no Zealot.
Yeah, so he threw that down somewhere. All right, so totally missed it. Will be a Twilight Council. It's going to be that Blink play again. Siphon very, very standard as builds. He obviously has them worked out well. That's something to credit to a Protoss player. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Protoss, man, it's grinding build orders, and that's the strength of do. It's being able to get the build order out while dealing with all the little weird stuff that players can throw at you.
And in a tournament setting like this, a best of 5.
He can't
misplaced that. Not the biggest deal in the world, but a little annoying for sure.
100 minerals lost. That's not a big concern. But it's a pylon, it's a zealot.
And he's getting the early expo to begin with, so it's still going to be an early expo. But yeah, I mean, like you were saying, these players probably have to practice a lot of different kinds of builds for a best of 5 that could be. It actually now it's 2 best of 5s, so you can't just rely on one build every time in a PvP. You really have to have that element of surprise somewhere in the mix.
Yeah. So it looks like it'll be 3-gate blink fear for Siphon. Very safe build. Not as safe as 3-gate Robo, which is probably the safest thing you can do, as we said before. But
yeah.
It gives you a lot of versatility. It gives you tagging patterns. If things get ugly, you can go for DTs. And a 4th gate will go down, so it's a 4-gate actually.
A good build for this map again, but the question is, will they actually add on robotics for the Observer? Getting that 4th gate makes me kind of think it's probably not going to happen. But the pylon block, very, very interesting. That's actually just going to be like, oh, well, look. Now you're really not going to expand anytime soon. Just
until you come down and kill my pylon.
Yeah, but this just gives him a little bit of an idea of if he ran by that pylon, just I guess he would.
Now he knows he's moving out, and
but
Nemesis is going to be pretty defended here. He has his Nexus up. He has double Chrono boost. Robotics facility nowhere near being complete, so he's going to have to get units out.
Yeah, the problem is that he's expanded, so he can't just defend only on the high ground, unless he wants to just give up the Nexus. He may have to give up that Nexus actually. Because the Blink's about to finish, and he can't engage non-Blink Stalkers with fewer
and he's supply blocked, and he doesn't have any pylons on the way. This is really, really bad. He's
pulling
probes.
What are you going to do? You have non-Blink Stalkers, you have less Stalkers, and you've got an expansion. You can't even just turtle on the high ground. So I think the best move here is just to sack that expansion.
Yeah, and Siphon will come in with a probe, will scout it out, see what's there. Sees the expansion, is going to be quite happy to see that Blink. Okay, I got this. Nemesis is going to go out and scout, see that the Stalkers are there.
Why is he killing those rocks, though? I feel like he could just go up there and attack.
If it gets pushed back there, I think Blink.
Yeah, but this is such a tight timing he wants to hit here before the Immortal gets
you're
out.
right, yeah. I mean, the Immortal has 30 seconds of getting out.
But I don't think it's going to matter. He can Blink up there right now, and if he realizes that there's no Immortal quite yet, he does have vision up there.
Force field that'll split off the army at least a little bit.
Yeah, he's just kind of going to play it safe, but once that Immortal pops, he could Blink on top of it, or he could retreat and force field from the bottom. But no more force fields actually. But I think he's just going to snipe the Expo and bail, which would be also a very wise move. You don't want to overcommit here.
That's the safe thing to do. Second Immortal on the way.
Will he poke up a little bit?
Nice force field.
It's okay though, because he can always blink back. Worst case scenario, and he's just trying to force more sentries to be built here. Every bit of gas that goes into sentries for Nemesis is just going to delay his tech further and further away from Colossus or more Immortals.
Yeah, and Siphon pushing very, very hard. A lot of Stalkers. Wow, he's
great concave already here from Siphon, and he can just blink micro these guys all day long. Not even losing that much. Even with 2 Immortals blinking on top, focusing them down. I think this is going to be the end.
Yeah, Nemesis not even enough. It's pretty much what counters a 3-gate Expo.
Dancing them around. Was that actually BM, or was that just a miss micro?
I don't know, but Siphon very, very confident. GG, well played.
Yeah, GG indeed.
I mean, that 3-gate Expo, that's his one weakness. Is probably a 4-gate blink all in.
Yeah, on that map especially. I mean, it's just so hard. You don't have such a narrow space down there by the expansion where you can actually defend from. You can't easily get into a concave.
Yeah, it's so tough for the defending player to do anything about in that scenario because blink stalkers can be so aggressive and so easy to escape with as well.
And the whole fact that the expansion is on this. There's no ramp really. Right outside by that choke to the natural expansion. So, even if you have sentries there, you can force field it off, but they're just going to blink over them. It's not like Shakoris or something like that.
Yep.